Again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. My name's Nicholas and this is my YouTube channel Spiritual Wisdom, where I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, crystals and their magical properties, self-love, as well as philosophy and so much more. However, today I'm going to be talking about having a spiritual calling. Now, I went through many phases in my life before I found out what was the right path for me, or where I wanted to go. And for me, the path of witchcraft and the religion of Wicca was the right sort of path for me. And I clicked onto that later on in my journey because I loved magic, I loved doing spell work, I loved divination. And divination is really doing different practices and that to see the future and to interpret. I could also see auras round about age to 10 to 11 to 12, and then 13 to 14 I could start seeing like auras, and I was interested in palmistry, tarot. And later on in life I manifested something, but it took me time to manifest it. There was two jobs when they never asked us at school. They never asked me at the school I went, what do you want to be when you grow up, or what you want to be when you're older. But when I was young, around about age 9, 10, I actually thought, what do I want to be when I'm older? And I said, I'd rather, my dream job would be to be a psychic, to own my own shop or work in a spiritual shop. And my second dream job would have been like to be a doctor. And as time went on and I left school, things like that, and when I was old enough I left school, a lot of my mum's friends and that, I would do readings for them free of charge, and a lot of them said, oh, you're good at that, you should start making money out of that or charging money for that. And then I did start charging, and then as time went on, I wanted to maybe pay a business or work in a shop, and I walked by a shop thinking it was just a beautician's, but then I saw the spiritual items. I walked in, I spoke to Frances, not really knowing what she was well known for, not knowing her at the time, which she was a beautician and well known for what she does, and a lot of people knew Frances, and she didn't really know me that well either. But we were strangers at the beginning. We spoke, we got to know each other. One woman was wanting her cards done, or she was interested in that, and I had a deck of cards with me. I'd done a tarot card reading for this woman, and Frances took a chance on me, and we created a good friendship, a good working relationship, and that. And when I'd done my affirmation today about there's no such thing as coincidences or mistakes, I believe I was meant to find Frances, and meant to work in the beauty box, but also having a spiritual calling is something you feel you're called to do. So everyone's calling in life is different. My spiritual calling on this earth is to wake people up on a spiritual level, because there's so many hidden truths and wisdom out there for us to see. My job is all to heal people and to help them and inspire them on a spiritual level. So that's sort of my job we're all psychic, some more than others, but I've chosen the psychic gifts and ability. I'm a very gifted psychic person, and then I discovered later on in life what not only was I psychic gifted, but I was an indigo. Not every single person on the planet is an indigo. Only a very few people are. And I started studying indigo people. What are the signs of being an indigo? How to tell if someone's an indigo or that, and all the different signs to tell if you were an indigo or not. Or I had all these signs, but told me, I just knew. As I said, well, I've been through all this as a child, and a lot of indigos feel throughout their life they're misunderstood. a lot of indigos think about a lot of things with children, like things with a child at age 9 or 10 or even younger shouldn't think about. I was thinking about them. So indigos tend to think about things, and they're not like other children in the sense that most children are into video games, sport, and they're very philosophical from a young age. And as they become young adults, they know things, or they're more clicked onto the world than someone that age should be. Now, it wasn't an ego trip, discovering I was an indigo or that, because the ego is something dangerous. But there are many different versions of having a spiritual calling. For example, there are one divine being in the universe. And God, if you like, is like an onion, many layers, many names, but it has no true name or face. So some people, if they follow the Catholic religion, they may feel called to be a nun. They feel that's their life mission, that's their purpose. Some people, they feel called to be a priest or a monk. Some people feel called to the Buddha religion, because some people in the Western culture, there's a lot of boys who are young. They were brought up with the Catholic religion, but they don't feel the Catholic religion's right for them, and they go to an Eastern country, they join a Buddhist monastery, and they convert to the religion of Buddhism, and they become a Buddha monk, and they feel called to that. So we all have a spiritual calling in life. Some people, their calling in life is to be a great book author. But they're so good at writing books. They may be a controversial individual. For example, J.K. Rowling is a controversial book writer, but she has a great mind, a great imagination, and it was her calling in life to write the Harry Potter series, and it was her calling to be a great book author. And once she finished the Harry Potter series, she did write other books, and they've sort of sailed as well. Not as good as Harry Potter, but some of them have sailed quite well as well, because that was her calling in life, to be a great book author. Some people, it's their job. However, and some people, it's their job. However, until the next installment of Spiritual Wisdom, I just wanted to talk about what my calling in life is, and how we all have a calling in life. We all have purpose. Everyone was born different, because we were born to make a difference on the earth, and we were all born for a higher purpose and a calling. However, until the next installment of Spiritual Wisdom, may meet, may part meet again. Remember, your life matters, and you are here to make a difference, and you are here for a purpose. Blessed be.